You know, I just got taken in
Okay,
because apparently being cuffed and shot down is obstruction of justice.
I mean, as much as I would love to share my opinion on that, I don't know anything about what happened or what you're even talking about, to be honest.
I got fucking turned into Swiss cheese today. Twice.
I got shot.
You know, as much as you say that there's probably nothing I can do, there probably is.
And then another thing happened, but it's all right.
Doubt it.
Well, it doesn't help that y'all are
Just a
gonna
little
make
sore.
decisions that will
Trying to
result
get
in someone trying to turn you into Swiss cheese.
You
nowhere.
know, twice. Check telegrams, this is what happens. Sent you one because I wanted to talk to you at some point too.
You changed your mind already. I thought it would at least be a day or two, but
It's not that.
well, if you send me a telegram and with the location, I can come and meet you.
Oh, I just got
We're somewhere near here. I can't. Takes me a long time to get anywhere right now.
A burn, just a burn wound, like a little, you know, like sizzling, like hot melt on skin.
You know any place that's good around
Yeah,
here?
I don't know if I
Honestly, around here is kind of shit.
Like a cattle brand.
Very shit, unless you wanted to go into tall trees and risk a bear.
No, I can't. I just got trapped in a telegram station for 20 minutes by wolves. It's actually how I got picked up for being wanted, because Maple, Briar, and some others showed up and shot down the wolves and then took me in.
You see that house behind me?
Yeah.
There's a big porch there,
Yeah.
and it goes all the way around back with a table that is pretty
A lot
heavy.
of criminals meet there all the fucking
Son of a bitch. Okay, then that idea just goes to shit. Okay.
If they know that there's horses there, they usually won't.
But honestly, I wasn't planning on bringing my horse. That was the whole reason. It was being sneaky.
Well, I have to take my horse. I can't walk.
That's fair.
Yeah, we want to hear all about your feelings.
Yeah, I can't think of any other places.
It's alright, I can ride somewhere.
I was just gonna say, go to.
What?
I would meet you up at your house at Wallet.
That's what I had telegrammed you like an hour ago.
I haven't had a chance to check.
I don't know.
Do you think that?
Yeah, it's fine. I gotta grab a box off there anyway.
In this particular incident,
If I'm gonna be leaving here in the next 5 minutes, if you head out now, I'm sure I could meet you on that way, and you can hop on my horse, and we can move a little faster.
Stop.
Just make sure you're taking the road. I'm gonna be taking the road.
Yeah, I kinda gotta stay on the road in case wolves get me. Somebody can find my body.
Ironically enough, near the roads is where the wolves like to hang out. So if you're not traveling on the roads, the chances you see wolves are slim
I
to
see them
none.
everywhere I go.
Okay,
You don't
yeah,
understand my luck.
You have pretty shit luck.
Today has been the worst of it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go finish up the tiny bit of paperwork on the nightmare of a day that I had yesterday. Can't wait to tell you about it.
Okay.
And I will see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
For accidental harm.
Well, you're asking me if I...
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What happened to you?
Just got shot down. Twice.
Did you get looked after?
Yeah, I've been looked at. Just lost a lot of blood.
Mind if I ask from who?
Bunch of Italians. You know, apparently when you're cuffed, it's still fun to shoot you.
What? Were you alone?
It was to start, they cuffed me, and then James and Peaches showed up. They were trying to talk to him, and then started shooting at him and just shot me as I stood there.
Is James and Peaches okay?
Peaches wasn't in good shape at all. James got sent to Sisika.
Do you know if Peaches got looked after?
Yeah, Lark showed up and was looking after her last I saw.
Oh, thank goodness.
Do you need anything, Aurora? Can we
No.
get you something?
I'm just gonna grab some carrots for my horse and I have to go meet somebody.
Okay. Alright, we won't see you anyway.
Nice to see you guys.
Alright, take care.
Achilles, what the fuck are you doing?
Aurora,
Yeah,
do you mind if Toby asks you a question?
yeah.
Look, it's regarding Casey and something I've heard about him recently, but
What?
I don't want to keep you from your meeting. Maybe another
Fine.
time.
It's alright.
Alright, I'll just ask it then. Is it true he's a DiCenzo?
Not as far as I know. He's in Sisika still.
Is he working with them?
Not that I've heard.
Alice mentioned something last night that he's working with the DiCenzos and she's looking for him.
Since fucking he's been in Sisika, so I don't know how he could. I'll actually, if I send him a telegram, he'll tell me the truth.
Okay.
If you find out, can you let me know, please?
Yeah. Do you know I was just wanted and taken in for obstruction of justice because I wouldn't tell them who shot me and had me in cuffs?
All a bunch of fucking
Seriously?
bullshit. Stupid
Yeah.
deputy bullshit.
They ended up letting me go for time served.
Which one's an Abja? Which deputies?
It was Maple and Briar. I was stuck in the telegram station at Wallace surrounded by wolves. They showed up and shot him and then said I was wanted.
Typical. Yeah, sounds pretty typical.
It's fucked up. I was in cuffs the whole time and got shot in cuffs, but yeah, obstruction of justice.
You all know, two snakes in his crew are behind bars now?
All of them?
I don't know.
I saw two snakes. I knew some things had happened here last night, and then I saw him in the telegram office after.
I almost had his brother yesterday, but, brother carked it before I could get to him.
Oh, that's
Eugene.
So much has been fucking happening.
Yeah, I almost fucking had him there at the tip of my fingers, but did me the courtesy of dying early.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Alright, I gotta get going.
Alright,
Yeah.
take care of yourself, Aurora.
You too.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scare you.
Were you in here when I was shouting from outside?
No, I just got here.
Oh, okay. So I shouted a while. There's a moose outside, and then I went and sent you a telegram. I was gonna start looking for you. Between here and Blackwater, I was gonna assume that you might have gotten attacked.
Would be my luck.
Or it would be my luck. I was supposed to have all day off yesterday, and instead, I ride into Blackwater, and just all hell is broken loose,
Saw
and
that.
I get. I'm lucky I didn't get shot. Just ended up getting trampled by a horse. Not that that was a whole lot better with my stitches, but it is what it is. And then when we were on the freaking transport, you know, it was basically shooting the entire time.
The whole transport?
The whole transport was just me firing my goddamn rifle.
No, that was Two Snakes crew. Hello, I saw you guys didn't get him.
Tommy?
Mm-hmm. Did you guys get him?
Where the fuck did you hear that?
Oh, I saw him.
Today?
No, it was last night.
Yeah.
Must have
Sure
been
you saw him
before I
last
heard
night.
of it.
I can't even tell you how many questions I've got about Eugene today.
Really? I heard he died. Clint told me.
Yeah, well, Clint thinks it's our fault, as if he didn't just walk up to a, bunch of deputies while, we were pointing our guns at him and then pull a cleaver out, so.
Yeah, he seemed pretty pissed. Still can't believe it. They just tried to charge me with obstruction.
I took so long because I was in the office there trying to grab all the files. I have no idea what happened or what you're talking about, other than that I know since the Sloan thing that there's been, hits on both sides. You guys have both been doing things to mess with each other. No one's
Besides
innocent.
Sloan? Not really.
Every other part was y'all defending yourself. And then you're going to try and tell me that what happened to Effie and Nash is in no way connected to this.
What if I told you their friendship is what got them killed?
Effie and Nash, their friendship with y'all?
Yeah.
I would say that is exactly what I was thinking. Especially since I saw Effie driving the wagon that she used to help Mills get away.
So fucked up.
I'd also say that y'all riding out and giving him a little lead is not going to solve anything. But you already
when
know
we
that.
don't ride out, do you know what they do? They just come and grab me alone, cuff me, and shoot me.
How's that different from when you do rat out and they grab you alone, cuff you, and shoot you?
That's never happened.
Because you've never ridden out, or...
Rarely.
And then
Very
afterwards, you don't get grabbed, cuffed, and shot?
rarely. Me personally riding out? Once, maybe?
Well, I didn't mean you personally. I meant the Kettleman gang as a whole. Because as much as you might not like it, you get wrapped up in that.
I know. The funny thing was I got shot in St. Denis earlier.
Why is that funny?
I had ran into James in Armadillo. And he was planning on riding out, and I said I couldn't because I couldn't hold a rifle. I could probably hold my pistol, but I was already hurting. So then he told me I should just stay out west. Less than 10 minutes later, they come and find me alone out west.
You might just see it as a little time in Cisco, but murder in the first degree is not a
Yeah, how are you going to figure
bullshit
out
charge.
which one of them did it? Because we don't
Without
know.
someone's help, without anyone's help, I am unsure if we ever will, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, I know. We've been
But
trying
that
to
doesn't
figure it
mean no
out.
one's gonna get charged. We're gonna line up the evidence and see what it says. Because no matter what we say to them, no matter, I mean, you know how it is. I'm sure when you try to get information out of any of them, it is the
They
exact
don't
same as when I
fucking
do. Exactly. So no matter what
I
I
know the
say to
group.
them,
I know who could have been in the group. I just don't know which ones.
is this something you think the brothers would have involved themselves personally in?
Wouldn't
Because in my
surprise me.
experience, they usually don't ride out though, right?
They do. They've been riding out to Valentine all the fucking time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're riding out west, guns out,
Oh,
ready
they
to.
are. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
It's just one of their stops along the way.
You know, this is getting really out of control.
Think I don't know that? Who's the one that's been paying the price the most? Well, I guess not the most. People are dead. I don't even know if Peaches is alive from today. She didn't look good, from what I could see.
Insanity.
No, an armadillo. Took forever for the doctors to get their Billy Blaster to start trying to do surgery on her.
He should be really fucking lucky that didn't kill her.
I don't know if it did. Everybody was worried about everybody else. I was just left there bleeding. Nobody even looked at my wounds forever. Just slowly bleeding out.
I know it's not the right time to say it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Lovely friends you have.
Yeah, you know. After I was shot, not one telegram, not anybody checking, nothing besides Lottie. Haven't heard a word from anyone since.
You know, for what it's worth, I am sorry that they don't give you the same respect and I don't know, love that you give them, and Jesus Christ, undenying loyalty. You know, but at some point, it's not selfish to think about yourself a little bit. You are one of the least selfish people that I have ever met. You don't give a shit what happens to yourself. Yes, it is. You don't give a shit whether you're sitting there looking like a piece of Swiss cheese. You're still worried about everybody else getting treated. I bet you didn't even pipe up once while you're sitting there leaking.
No, because I knew Peaches was worse.
Right. Selfless, not selfish.
I don't know, Weller made a point about me being selfish last night.
No, Weller made a point about you being an absolute fucking idiot.
Nope,
An
he pretty much said
idiot.
I'm one of the most selfish people he's ever met.
I mean, well, I can't say
Exact
he doesn't have an
words.
argument. Especially with you running right back to Mills and them after, he shot you. And that's not something that him and I can understand. That's something I'll never understand. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to berate you for your decision. He might, but
I'm used to being used. Expecting anything from anyone just gets you hurt anyway.
which is why I try to be very open about what I'm giving to you so you don't expect anything. Because for one, I'm not using you. Wait, explain to me how I've used you then.
I don't know. I've given you plenty of information.
Most of it, to be honest with you, we already know. Whether I know it or not in the moment, and telling you that it's too much is irrelevant, but when I go back and try to and look and see what I actually know versus what everybody else knows, it's not nearly as much as you would think. The only things that were really stuff we didn't know is the internal conflicts and stuff. No idea any of that. We had no idea why the Kettleman gang had suddenly broken up. We had no idea any of the motives or anything reasoning why we were seeing all these little groups pop up. But really everything, you'd be shocked about how many people just hear gunshots and instead of running, go and look. It's stupid, I'll give it, but it's how we figure out a lot of our information. And again, I mean, still a lot of the things that you've told me are not known. That's true. To be honest with you, it's because a lot of it doesn't matter. Some of the things that you told me, it's not important that any department knows that. Not going to kill or save anybody. If I was using you, Jack Kettleman would have been charged. So would have Kanikla.
You probably still will charge him at some point.
I won't. Dominic, I'm gonna charge.
I hear somebody outside. Maybe not.
You're making me really paranoid now. Alice is just gonna bust through that door.
I'm always paranoid. I do believe that's why you really are here. I think I do give you stuff.
I mean, you give me some things that help me understand so that I don't have to read reports. But I'm sure I could put together almost as much as, if not more, by reading the reports. I come here because I care about you, and I don't want to see you get shot to Swiss cheese like you have been. You deserve better. You always have.
You're wrong about that.
No, I'm not. I mean, you're going to pay for your mistakes just like everybody else. I pay for mine.
Yeah, what mistakes do you make?
You know, we had a deputy die last night.
No, I didn't know that.
And did you know that he was standing right next to me and something that I could have done might have prevented him from dying? I'd say that is a pretty big mistake. He got shot off a boat and drowned.
That sucks.
Yeah, we found him washed up on shore.
Sorry. You know, we searched for hours for Effie and Nash. James's stupid stun in Blackwater pissed me off.
James's stupid stunt in Blackwater is the only reason why we left. If
I know.
everyone would have just listened and waited across the street. So the way deaths work, and I'll explain it to you so that you know in the future, so that something like that doesn't happen. The next of kin, by law, need to be the first ones notified. It's something about them not having to hear from, from just someone walking on the street. Oh, did you hear that Effie died? It's the first one that's they're gonna get a letter. They're gonna say where to come pick them up, pick up their loved ones and their belongings. No matter if they're wanted or not, we're gonna, just like yesterday, we let Mills come in and grab them. Now they're very wanted. It's all about a little bit of a trust thing. There's a time and place for everything. However, now if James, God forbid though, James did not know that they were dead.
That's why
Maybe
I was
assumed.
trying to tell Lark just to keep working. Taking care of them, because he could have caused people to die. He's a fucking idiot.
He's an absolute moron. I'm glad you realized that.
I
But
know
that's
he
it.
is.
If I if I could have told you, and I want you to know that if Mills didn't show up, you were the next one on that list. That I was gonna make the call to hand them off to you
Well,
because I
Rabbit
know
told
that you
me.
would bring. Yeah, she did, or they did.
And then I immediately found Mills and Jack. Ran into them on the way down.
I sent them telegrams. That's probably why.
No, I don't think they checked their telegrams. There was a lot of things happening at the same time.
Yeah, no kidding. Right after that, we had to hightail it to Blackwater.
Yeah, I saw that aftermath as well.
Did you only see the aftermath?
I
You know,
saw
there
an
was a whole.
explosion.
Oh, you didn't even. Okay. Before that, there was apparently
giant
all-out
fight in the
chaos in
fucking-
town.
There was a
And
giant
yes,
firefight that I rode into the middle of out in the fields.
yeah, that's where we were, and they were on a fucking wagon.
Saw a wagon crashed. I didn't know who was who. I was just trying to find a way to get fucking around, but it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. They were coming from every which, and it was absolutely fucked. You know what's funny?
What?
They had the biggest upper hand. I mean, they had 5 people. We had 4. I got just absolutely demolished by Wallace's horse. So then we had 3. And then I don't think a single one of them got away. At least in the original. A couple people jumped off the goddamn transport, handcuffed.
Oh, God.
Let me tell you how stupid that is and how quickly that'll get you shot. Please never do that.
I'm not dumb. Well, I am dumb, but not that dumb.
You might be dumb, but you're not stupid. There's a difference. That was the longest day I've ever had as a deputy.
I can only imagine.
I mean, not to mention that I just gotten shot in the chest the day before. I really wasn't supposed to be doing absolutely anything. I was off duty until I was forced to go on duty. I wasn't even clocked in when we were riding up Blackwater and got into that initial shootout.
Thought James was gonna pull a gun on you in Blackwater.
If he did, he was about to get his ass beat in front of everybody. I was ready for it. If he pulled the gun, I was going to take it, I was going to slap him across the face with it, and probably, knock his ass out, to be honest.
You know, I was actually gonna pull my gun on him if he did.
That would have been an absolute mess.
Yeah, I know.
I'm glad that I made the decision for us to leave. It just stopped situations from happening.
It was a good call.
I'm glad you see that. I thought you were going to be mad at me.
No,
Because I couldn't send you a telegram either because I didn't want you to realize where I was. And
I wasn't gonna tell James.
is that a
shit
bunch of
anyway.
shooting? Did you hear that?
I didn't hear it. Could be wolves.
I hope so. Either I knew you weren't going to tell James anything. I really did. I just worried that you would come out here on your lonesome and someone would see you. Like, I mean, we got followed down there anyway.
I know. We searched every single town trying to figure out where you went. Me, Speedy, and Tibbet. James took off because it wasn't his concern.
What a fucking asshole. How you make a scene like that and then basically not care?
Because he's fucking James. He just wants to shoot something.
I did pretty good though, didn't I? Headed to Tall Tree, so I bet thought I headed out east, at least at first.
Well, people said they saw you headed west, so I went east. Because I figured you would go the opposite.
Oh, that's funny. Maybe I should have just headed straight there. We went through Tall Trees and headed west.
I went up through tall trees on my way back from the east.
We just needed to get somewhere and get those telegrams out.
I kind of knew once Eliza said the only time she had seen the law act like that was when Bass died.
It was just, it was an all-around shit night. I can't get over it. I think it really ruined I think the law as a whole lost some trust points with the public last night.
I think so.
And I don't even think it's our fault. I think we did exactly what we were supposed to do and what we should have done. But yeah, I'm certain that we lost some trust points. Pretty sure Clint now just thinks that, we're all murderers, willing to shoot a man down in cold blood, which is absolutely not the truth.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
People only see things from their own perspective. A lot of people can't look outside their own eyes.
Well, I hope that you can have a slightly easier time doing it, at least sitting here hearing about it. I'm sure you would have made the same exact call had you been in my shoes. Especially about Eugene. I don't really necessarily think it's anyone's fault, though. Besides, I mean, honestly, besides his own. You're gonna blame anyone.
Thing is, if you're willing to shoot somebody, you gotta be willing to die and get shot too. Or have a weapon in general.
Absolutely.
It's the thing about a lot of the stuff with the DiCenzos.
But you
Murphy
think
and
they're
Nash
just shooters?
didn't hold up a fucking gun. They didn't do anything.
I mean, they must have said something. There's
They
no
had
way.
tipped us off when they were out west, things like that, but that was
they
it.
found
So
that
we
out?
could hide. They admitted to it when they were asked.
And that's why they were shot. That's so stupid. To be honest, I feel like there has to be more, because otherwise that is... Oh,
Thought that was
God,
horses.
it's just like the war then. Why do you all insist on doing this over the stupidest reasons?
I don't know. Ego?
That's even worse. I wish it was better, but that's worse.
Yeah. I just think a lot of people are gonna die in this one.
I think a lot of people have died, and I don't think it's going to stop until either one of you decide to, be the bigger man. Which means to be the littler man, which is funny. But someone's going to have to concede if you'd like to
Well,
save
it won't
lives.
be Jack or Mills. They're laughing because Summers waved the white flag. They're not gonna do whatever.
Well, it certainly doesn't have to be with you by their side. I hope you still realize that you still have an option. That if they're going to choose to fight to the death, you don't have to.
Can't just walk away.
They've walked away from you.
Doesn't matter. Like I've always said, it always matters how I feel, not about how others feel. No matter how much it hurts sometimes. See, overall, I do think, I don't know, maybe you don't even see it, that you're using me, but you also do care. Because you are a good person. And you don't want to see people hurt, and for some reason you think I can actually be a better person.
You're asking whether I am, am I coming here just, I've always said it.
To talk
Even
me
if-
out of being dumb.
If you didn't want to talk about anything that went on throughout your day, I would still absolutely come and talk to you about, the rain that falls out of the sky, because I enjoy spending time with you. But yes, it is an added bonus if you help, you talk about your day, so that it helps me to put some things together, try and understand the bullshit that has gone on, and make an educated decision on what I can do in the future. It really, it has never come down to an arrest. Not even with Morgan.
I know.
Which that, to be honest with you, should have been an arrest. I mean, look at it the other way. Have you been charged for a bank robbery that you've absolutely done and admitted to?
Somehow, no, I'm still waiting.
Maybe,
feel like
just
part of
because that
that
report
is-
never got written, and I'm not going to be the one to go and correct the sheriff, or it might have been the deputy marshal that forgot to do it, so. Maybe you lucked out on that one.
It's probably because if you don't charge me, you think you get more out of me.
Actually, contrary. I actually believe that charging you to everything that you tell me about might actually either piss you off enough or help you learn that you're making the wrong decision.
I don't know.
Positive
if
reinforcement.
I'd like the alternative either.
The alternative is pretty shit.
Oh, the alternative if I didn't do crime.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people classify Effie May as a criminal, but I don't think she was.
No. And see where that got her?
And how different do you think what you do, where do you think that's going to get you, honestly?
Probably the same result, so what's the difference?
If not worse.
How can it be worse?
Well, if I was going to choose a way to go, it would, I'm not entirely sure exactly what killed either of them. But if I was going to, a bullet is quick. There are much, much worse ways to go.
I guess. If I wasn't a criminal, you wouldn't have any reason to spend time with me anyway.
If you weren't a criminal, maybe I could just, enjoy your company as a person. As I do already, but just that and not anything else. We wouldn't have to sneak around, we could go grab a drink in town.
Like you were today.
Exactly. I mean, I could take you to a restaurant that I've been wanting to take someone to instead of taking someone else.
Better off taking someone else anyway.
It doesn't mean I'm happier taking someone else.
Weller said yesterday. I told you that he said I was selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Because me hanging out with you is you risking your job. If I do any crime, it makes me selfish.
Well, as
And that's
naive
not
as
wrong.
that is for him to say, it's a little more than just risking my job, especially now. As much as I don't want to encounter any of your friends about this, I think I'm a little more preoccupied with whenever the people that got put away yesterday get out and are going to start asking questions about Eugene. He's not wrong. Weller's not wrong. He's just one-sided.
It's true though.
No, it's true, but it's very one-sided. Because where I'm risking my job, a lot of the time, you're risking your life. And yes, you're choosing to, but you're still doing it. And not always for yourself.
I have my reasons. I'm sure you can
But
tell.
you're just secretly a psychomaniac that enjoys the pain. I hope not.
No, you know why I'm here. As dumb as it is. As dumb as I am.
I would like to think that you're here for other reasons too. I mean, I do want to help you. Anything that I can do to help you, I will do.
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing that you think I can do. When I find what I can do, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna ask. Although I will be going, everyone else is sitting on the ground bloody. I will be going to you first.
Sure.
I don't give a shit about Jack Kittleman or Mills. And we want to be completely, I'm going to be very blunt because, I had a conversation with Malone today about the Edwin situation. He makes a point, he is a good man. If you are also a good person. But as soon as you decide to break the laws and whatnot,
We don't
he
matter.
has a. It's not that you don't matter. It's that you're not the number one on the priority list anymore. There are other people up there. It's if it's between a criminal and just an average Joe that doesn't do anything and is in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's a hard decision, but if a decision needs to be made, I think you know which way it's going to go. And whereas you might not like it, I've told you this before, that they had to consider every option, even the less favorable ones, even ones that weren't going to be, were not going to be chosen. They had to consider everything.
You understand why that makes people not trust the law. If you're not perfect, then they're not going to value you as much as others.
Kind of like being held hostage, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm used to that.
So you should understand it.
Fucking wrists are all bruised from being cuffed and shot today.
And I bet you they did it because of something your friends did. I bet you weren't even a
No.
part of it.
Wasn't at all.
Are you saying you reap what you sow? Is that what you're saying? You actually...
They just keep on coming.
You're saying that like it's new news.
Yeah, well, I guess getting shot down twice kind of sucks. Knowing overall just everybody just uses me, I knew that, but sometimes it hurts a little more.
I have a little over $1,000 saved up. It's a plenty of money to run away and find somewhere new.
You'd never leave.
It would be hard and I would have to very much think about it. But I would think about it. I think you would have a much harder time than me.
Really?
I do, absolutely, because, it's like you say all the time, you can't just run. Nothing's going to change. They're still going to be at war, and you're still going to know it on the inside, whether you hear about it or not.
Yet you would be able to just run away, no problem. What would your Pepper think about that?
Did he tell you that? Isn't it funny that I'm Salt, and he's the one that's always, like, angry?
I think it's just because Salt's white.
It is. It's 100% because Salt is white. But I always think that's ironic.
Yeah. Well, I guess Pepper's spicy. That fits him, too. Makes you sneeze and you kind of hate it. But Salt's actually good.
In moderation.
Hmm.
You can have too much salt. What were we talking? What was the? There was something else I wanted to say. What topic were we on?
When? Before you talked about running away?
Oh, that's right, running away. Yeah, I mean, I love Weller. A lot of love in my heart goes out to him, but I mean, I'm not just gonna make every decision about my life regarding him. It's my life. It's not his. Like, this is your life, not Jack Kettleman's or Mill's or Alice's. It's yours. It's okay to be a little selfish about that. You only get one. So yeah, I would absolutely think about it. He knows how to take care of himself. He's got Lark to take care of him.
How does she put up with him?
How do you know it's not him that puts up with her?
I don't know. I've talked to Lurk a bit.
You're definitely right, though. I don't know how she puts up with him. We laughed about it. She said she's always, always attracted the assholes. And yes, it is because they stink.
Back to the stinky assholes. On a good note, I'm too fucked up to do anything dumb for a while.
You and me both.
Yet you're still out there doing your job.
I don't have a choice. I mean, today I did, and I was not doing it. But yesterday, I quite literally did not have a choice. Whether I wanted to or not. A lot of it came down to just like the same thing with you, protecting the people that I love and care about. But yes, not very long ago, I was tackled and shot at point blank range by Tommy. And all yesterday, while we were on the transport, they were cracking shots at us, and I kept getting grazed and little dinks. It was just absolutely awful.
It was Tommy that shot you?
I'm actually not entirely sure.
Now you're backtracking.
Could have been Scout or Chuck or
I
or
hate
Frank.
Scout's a part of them.
So do I. And I hate what I had to do to him yesterday. He's another one I think is generally a good person. And I think he got in with the wrong crowd. He made some pretty shitty decisions yesterday, though.
Don't we all?
I don't know. I don't think you would have made the same decisions that he did.
Notice when a lot of things happen, I'm not involved.
I do. And I think that's because you don't exactly agree with everything. That begs the question, why be involved with them at all?
Because I do agree with some things.
Yeah, you know, to really... From where you sit, you should be agreeing with everything. And if you're not...
No, then I'd be part of a cult if I just agreed with everything.
Well, you'd be in a cult if you agreed with everything and didn't argue. But if you argue and change the opinions and all collectively come to a decision, it's a group, not a cult. You're not part of a cult. James is. I stand by that statement.
James wasn't the brightest today.
When-
Neither
when
was
is
I
he
earlier in the
ever?
day. He's really not.
Why would you... Like, anything that James says, no matter what he's talking about, I would just do the
Funniest
opposite.
thing. I'm probably going to say too much, but DiCenzo's had me. I didn't know anybody else was around. I was alone. They didn't believe me, and I laughed and said, "Where do you find me most of the time? Alone." They had me cuffed, and we were walking, and James appeared out of nowhere. And he started talking to them, and then they tried saying, "Aurora, tell James to do this." And I just broke out into laughter. It's like, you think me telling James to do anything is ever going to work? I'm the last person James listens to.
He doesn't listen to very many people.
Jack, but he's even been, I don't know, fighting back a bit on that.
Really?
The whole minors thing. Lots of
Why does he
arguments
care
were
about
had.
the minors?
He just wants them to do what he wants them to do, and he gets mad that they don't.
So he's on a power... Oh, God.
Yeah, so he's turning into the Deputy of the West. And then Jack says, "They're fucking minors, let them mine. We can buy things off of them. Let everybody do what they want to do."
Do you know how often that a deputy says something and then the opposite is done? I'd say that's most times. It's like it goes in one ear and out the other.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll get a taste of his own medicine by being the deputy of the West.
Dumbass. Whole thing is we keep making fun of him, saying he's being just like the DiCenzos. Trying to tell everybody what can and can't happen in the West, which is the exact opposite of what we'd want out West.
You ever heard any tales about the little band of Del Lobos that didn't live in Thieves the whole time?
Yeah.
You know what they wanted out West?
Free State.
Yep.
Heard how that went for him, too.
Yeah. It did end pretty horribly for them. You know, I hope if it ever came to that, and you were there, that when the shit was gonna happen, that you would, please God, just run out, go towards the deputies.
Still have yet to ever shoot at law. Beckwith was... Oh, talk about bad luck yesterday. I was being stalked by some lady in Valentine. Saw her pull out her binoculars looking at me, so I pulled out mine looking at her. Then I went around and tried to see what she was doing, and I saw her in front of the telegram station, now masked up. Obviously knew who I was. So I kind of was skulking around town, seeing every direction I went. She'd start lingering in that area on her horse. So I eventually got off my horse, and as soon as I did that, she got off of her horse. And then I ran into Beckwith. And he's like, "Aurora, is that you?" And I said, "Yeah." And then he tried to take me in. So then I told him to hold on because I went over because I was like, fuck this, I want to confront her. Went over, started talking to her. She got very defensive. I asked why. She looked at me through binoculars and masked up and got super defensive. Said her name was Dee. Ran away from Beckwith. Ran to Blackwater. Found Lottie. Decided to go back because I wanted to get this girl alone and figure out what the fuck she was, who she was with. Thought she could have been that Govett, I think her name is, from Bloody Hoods, or Olivia from DiCenzo's. So I went back to try to find her. First thing I do when I get back in town, I go into the telegram station, and standing right there is Beckwith. So then I run out, I jump on my horse, and my horse was boxed in by his horse and other horses. So I just gave in. Said if that was my luck, I might as well just do my time. Literally jumped on my horse and I was just fully blocked in. Couldn't do
So
anything.
that's why you were in the cell.
Mm-hmm.
I never did look into that. I didn't get a chance.
It was for... James held up Ed, beat her, and killed Goonbone's donkey.
Yeah, you know Goonboon. Oh, jeez, I felt so bad for Goonboon.
What happened?
He was on that fucking wagon. The oil tanker.
He was on it?
He was on it.
Is he okay? I know Edwin turned into a red mist for a bit.
As much as I really, 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 really hate his ass cheese. Like, really hate it. I don't want to see him die.
Yeah.
It really hurt my heart to watch him just get blown to smithereens. I know he had some burns. I don't think he's dead. I think he could certainly be better, but
That's good.
I think he'll be alright.
Maybe I'll put a shirt on to cover up the burns.
The one person I genuinely have no idea that I would like to know about is Scout.
I hear wolves. I mean, somebody
I heard wolves
could have
and
been
a horse.
on the tracks.
Maybe they're going to Wallace.
Saw
You haven't
two
heard anything
canoes
about
down the
Scout, have you?
tracks. No, I haven't heard anything. I think Clint would have told me if something happened to him.
Okay, no, I'm telling you that something happened to him.
No, I mean like dead.
I'm not entirely sure that Clint would know.
Just my horse losing his shit.
You want me to go calm him down?
No, I think we're surrounded by wolves right now.
Oh, is that sound?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good, because I'm, like, incredibly thirsty.
Oop.
I only have a little sip left.
I only have 2 sips left. There's water right next to here.
Yeah, there he is. Can't get to it if we're surrounded by wolves.
I was in Wallace for over 20 minutes, stuck.
Ice?
Wallace.
Yeah, who's Ice?
I said I was in Wallace for 20
you
minutes.
said
stuck.
I was in Wallace.
Yeah.
I thought you said Ice was in Wallace, and I was like, who the fuck would
I
name
was
their
just
kid
hiding in the
Ice?
telegram station looking out the window at the wolves trying to kill me.
Now, I didn't hear a gunshot, but, like, the hairs on the back of my neck are standing
yeah,
up.
wolves do this too. You know, they really get you on edge. Are they trying to attack Achilles?
No, I don't think so.
Tried
Achilles
to
ran
whistle
off.
him so he
Yeah.
wasn't stuck there.
You know, to be honest with you,
Yeah.
this is a pretty defensible position.
Mm. Too bad I'm never telling anybody about my house.
You shouldn't.
You're the only one who knows.
It's our little secret. I feel dirty having a secret like that.
House secret.
Yeah, like I mean, I haven't told anyone either. Not even. Well, yep, those are definitely wolves.
It's not like
Think
it's
they want a
anything
piece of me?
bad. Don't stab me, please.
Of course not.
I swear I'll stop being a criminal. Just don't stab me.
If I knew that's all it took. Not afraid of bullets, but you're afraid of knives. Good
You
to
know,
know.
got one to the face. God, I fucking hurt.
Sounds like they're just hanging out there. I should have brought you some whiskey that we were drinking earlier. I didn't think you would be allowed to drink right now.
Not supposed to.
You've seen a real doctor, right?
Yeah. I think it was Bella. Is that her name?
Yeah, Bellatrix.
Yeah.
As long as it was a real doctor and
Yeah,
not.
Lark was working on Peaches, and, you know, after an hour, when they finally got there, nobody packed my wounds. I was just laying there bleeding and couldn't do anything.
Who was there that just
It's random people. Nobody
none
I
of
knew.
none of your friends were there?
No.
No James, no Mills, no.
James was shot too. Me, Peaches, and James.
By a group of 6 Dichenzos, I assume.
Mm-hmm. They grabbed me and already had me before James and Peaches showed up.
Yeah, I picked that apart. But what about Ben? Like, I feel like he would have a hard time hurting you.
I haven't seen him in a while. Don't know.
Probably at least somewhat comforting, right?
Eh. I haven't heard from him in a while either. I wonder if something happened.
Yeah, speaking of Dichenzos, another piece of information that I just thought about that no one knows but me, at least in the department, is the whole Oliver and the disrespect thing.
Mm-hmm. Him getting his head bashed in.
I hope that didn't happen to Ben.
I don't know. I feel like he always walked on eggshells around them anyway. He'd never do anything to do that.
Probably good. You don't want to. What do they say? Like have a trip down the stairs. Took a little tumble, did he? Fell on his.
I can't send him a telegram right now anyway.
It's probably not a good idea. I would try to stay away from sending telegrams at Wallace, especially if you want to keep this a secret. Although I did send you a telegram saying that I'm going to be searching between here and Blackwater very frantically until I hear from you. Because I was worried that you got eaten by wolves on my way up here. I don't know how I didn't see you because I left much, much later than
Well, I
you.
got stuck in town for a little bit talking to Toby. Apparently Nate might be working with the Dichenzos now.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, don't know for sure. I gotta send him a telegram and ask. He'll tell me the truth, I think.
You're talking about the Nate Casey that was going to Sisika to turn a new page.
I don't know. I don't know if he's out of Siska either. I got a telegram from him yesterday, but it was in the middle of the search for Effie, so I never responded, but that was from Siska.
I'm not sure if he's been released yet or not.
That's why I don't understand how he could be working with them, but several people have heard that now. I just don't know if it's people just
Just to say
assume
that, it's stupid. Just because he didn't want to
because
get
he wants to
involved in the
talk to
shootout with
Sloan.
Sloan. Oh, it's so dumb.
He sends
If you
the
wanted to talk to
strangest
Ben.
telegrams.
Oh, Nate does?
Yeah,
That's funny.
they're hard to decode. If I want to talk to Ben, nobody ever tells me who I can and can't talk to with one exception.
Me. Breaks principle number 3. We couldn't have that now.
Mhm.
You know, I'm starting to have a thing for Swiss cheese. I know I talked about provolone, but Swiss cheese is all right. Just can't have too many holes. You know? I need some substance. All the holes, it's just less cheese. I like my cheese. Such a nice little gnarly growling in the background.
I'm just waiting for him to bust out.
Rawr. They actually do that sometimes.
I know.
I don't
They've
joke
done it.
about that.
They've done it to Wallace. I got attacked in the telegram station while checking my telegrams once.
I was in Annisburg checking my telegram, and the next thing I know,
Cougar.
instead of the man yep. I'm so lucky that there was a man standing next to me.
So it went for him instead of you?
Yeah, local in Annisburg, and he went for him, and I heard him screaming, so I stopped writing and started shooting. Sadly, the man did not make it.
That's why this time when I was at Wallace with the Wolves, I didn't just stay in the main room. I went in the telegram office, so they would have had 2 doors to get through to get to me. Sucks when you can't do shit to defend yourself after you almost bleed out. Do you
Yeah,
know
but
Zoe
no, it's-
donated blood?
to you,
Yeah.
you know, if I was there, I would have.
I might have died if she didn't.
Lucky for me, I'm what? A universal donor.
Must be nice.
Yeah, just give. Can't really take very much, though. I can only take my blood. I can't remember what it is. Never. But yeah, I'm sure most deputies would have given blood, especially for you.
For me, none of them give a shit about me.
It's fair. I do.
Somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat. Why only somewhat?
Remember, you're just using me.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that image in your mind. Every time you say that, I say I'm not.
You're just
No,
very good
I'm
at
really
the game.
not. Contrary to popular belief, I'm shit at all games. I'm terrible. As much as I talk about the future, it's very hard for me to, you know, strategize and concept my moves based on future ideas. It's hard for me.
For somebody who thinks about the future all the time, I'm surprised.
You know, you and I could play chess together, and you'd really understand. I'm not that great. But it is what it is, right?
Hmm.
But I hope if you ever feel like I'm using you, you can tell me to fuck off. You really can. That's another option that you might not have
I know,
seen there.
Maybe I'm okay with it because of my own feelings, so it doesn't matter.
You know, it does matter a little bit. It is pretty interesting to me, though. I wake up this morning and I saw your telegram, but I didn't have time to respond to it. The first one about, you know, I'm not going to be seeing you around anymore, and it made me really sad, and I wanted to think out a response. And then something happened, so I didn't get a chance to actually send that response. I was mid-writing it. It was stupid. But, yeah, I was very surprised. I kind of, you know, I would have expected, you know, maybe telegram like 2-3 days from now, because, I mean, who's not going to miss this? Am I right?
Play yourself.
Well, I certainly would miss you. I don't have that many friends.
Got plenty. Got a new
I
canoe
got a
buddy.
few. A new canoe buddy. Did you see us canoeing?
No, I saw the canoes when I was riding over to Wallace.
Canoes, like plural?
Yeah, there's 2 canoes.
We only took one.
Oh, there's 2 there.
You saw the tree trunk one?
Yeah.
You saw it was like half hanging off the edge.
Yeah.
I was so close to falling off. I was trying to like, ease it over and then hop out at the last minute. Hooey. I was, was really close. Because I'd got out and I tried to push it and then I had to get back in and try to move it a little more. And I was frantically trying to like throw the paddle down, but I kept slipping and ooh. I had never been so scared in my life. Honestly, even with all the gunshots, that was the scariest I'd ever been. Looking down at that, oh, you know, it's worse because it's like ankle deep water.
Why didn't you just get out?
I did get out and then I walked, but I tried to play. It just kept getting stuck on the rocks, and we were gonna continue our nice little canoe ride. You know, it was fun, but I still had more fun when we were doing it. It's funny because while we were doing it, that's what I was thinking about. I didn't want to go up to the snow. It was too cold. Plus, we were on a hunt for chipmunks.
Chipmunks?
Yeah, she'd never seen a chipmunk before, so we were trying to find one.
How have you never seen a chipmunk?
I don't know. That's what I said. And you know, it's funny. When we were walking back, I ended up seeing a chipmunk, and she didn't. Tried to point it out, but she didn't see it.
They are small, easy to miss.
Yeah, but they're nuts. Pun intended. Their mouths are so big. You ever seen one just like shove a bunch of nuts in its mouth?
I have.
The most amazing thing to me.
That is
Just
impressive.
watching their cheeks expand. I find it really cute how they like multiple times reposition it to get like maximum space in there.
It's like a game of Tetris in their mouths.
I knew someone that had a pet chipmunk.
Really?
It was a wild chipmunk too, so and he got accustomed to being hand fed. So after a while, he would, he started coming inside, and then, every now and then, which actually turned out to be a lot more often, he would sleep inside and then go outside all day. Always come back at night, mostly probably because there was food. But he was really cute. He didn't mind pets or anything. They did nibble.
I was gonna say.
Oh, he
teeth.
nibbled. Oh yeah, it does not tickle. You ever had a relationship with a wild squirrel?
No, not something I ever had.
Surprisingly very easy to cultivate if you work at it, and if it's the same squirrel over and over again.
It's funny.
Squirrels they're the same as people. They're very habitual. They have the same trees. They use the same hiding spots over and over and over again. So if you familiarize yourself with, say in your yard, which squirrels are doing what and where, you can learn to feed them and start off by like tossing them a nut and watching them eat it and then not get scared. Build up to them just coming over and taking it out of your hand, or progressively move on, and eventually you'll get to the point where they're jumping out of the fucking tree onto your shoulder and you're feeding them nuts.
Have you done this before?
I have. With multiple different squirrels, actually.
Do you have any food?
Do I have any friends? Fuck off.
Food.
Is that what you were
No,
going to say?
food.
Oh. No, I actually, I do not. Do you have any sticks?
Sticks outside.
How opposed to you are eating wolf?
I'm okay with it.
All right.
It'll be the first time I eat a lot of wolf. Coming straight up,
Oh,
straight up.
Where's the other one?
He's straight ahead of you. In the bushes, straight ahead.
Right ahead in the bushes.
Yeah, right where you're aiming. He
Like
was
right
right there.
there?
Yeah, he was there.
I think that's a rock.
No, he walked to the right that way.
Uh,
Thinking might have taken off.
yeah, if he knew it's good for him.
You're so scary.
I am. Look at me. And now watch me do some really manly shit and skin this animal. That's right. You know what's funny? It's considered. Is it considered manly to do this? Because in my experience, women do it much better.
More delicate, I guess.
What are you looking for?
Sticks.
Wait, hold on to this. You know, I almost reached for my bracelets. That would have been awkward.
Just gonna cuff me for no reason. I think I've been cuffed enough today. Granted, Briar and Maple at least didn't make me be cuffed to be taken in. They knew I couldn't run.
No, the last time that happened, someone, I can't remember who it was, but they completely disobeyed my trust and still ran. But didn't really run. They're like tripping and falling. It was painful to watch.
Yeah, I can barely walk. I'm not going anywhere. I just sat on a porch in Valentine for like 3 hours. Because I had nothing else to do.
Yep. Guess I don't need these anymore. Right? Do I need them?
No. Why do you even have
It's
them?
still a full pack. I didn't touch it. It was to give to criminals.
You keep cigarettes for criminals. Like, there are a lot of criminals that smoke. Maybe that's the true test of if you're a criminal, if you smoke.
Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Shit. Before it gets dark, yeah, I'm so thirsty. Where's the water near here?
It's over here.
Before we, do you want me to start this fire so you can have some food?
No, I need water too.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm slow.
Do you want me to call Ditzy?
It's like right there. It's really close. As long as I don't fall in.
We're not going to the outhouse, are we? Because, you know, that's probably not clean water.
There's a river. Can't you hear it?
I can. You know, you're headed straight for the toilet, so.
I was just gonna dunk your head in it.
Oh, it's not. You're right. It is like right there.
I hear Blackberry.
I do hear Blackberry.
Somebody pissed him off.
Maybe he's being a real strawberry, if you know what I mean. Oh, okay. Hey,
Ow,
hey,
ow.
hey. You,
Ow.
I'm not letting you fall down.
Ow. I'm okay.
Ah, there. Do I look better upside down?
I mean, only option is to look better. He couldn't look much worse.
Yeah, this is a little steeper. If you head into the bushes, it might be a little less steep. I am now making sure you don't fall. Any other animal? Oh, that's Blackberry over there.
That's why he was upset a horse rode by. Wolves scared him away from his house.
Has Blackberry ever came inside and visited?
No. I tried to chase him and pet him once. I got like one pet before he took off.
You didn't try and nibble?
No.
Actually, incredibly surprising.
You know, I'm gonna do what you said, and that whole, like, you did with the squirrel, I'm gonna do that to Blackberry.
You know, a squirrel, even if it gets pissed off, can't kill me. See where I'm going with this?
Blackberry is only a baby bear he'll be my friend when he's a big, scary bear. Just think if I had a bear on my side. Imagine DiCenzo's come after me and he just comes out of nowhere and eats them all.
Yeah, Jack comes up and he just gives him a good right paw just across the face, just down in one blow. I'd like that.
You really hate Jack that much?
Do I hate Jack? No, I actually don't. He's actually one of the ones that I can stand more. Mills, I really don't like. Alice, fuck her. Is there another deer? I just wanted to see if there was another deer that I could shoot while we were down here.
I grabbed some 6 too, I can give you.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I don't see anything, actually.
Usually right there.
There's usually a ton of shit. Oh,
There's some right there.
there are some right there.
I think you could hit him actually.
From here?
No, he came from here, but in general.
No, but girl, you sit here and watch this.
I think he missed it. What the fuck? hell are you doing?
I just need some goddamn dinner. Everything I kill gets trampled by locals. I don't know what's wrong.
It's
I killed
me.
it.
I have that
You know
look a
it's
lot.
Oh, there's a fucking rabbit.
You know, if I wasn't so hurt, I could teach you how to hunt.
Oh, do you know how to hunt better than me?
I do.
Oh, do you really?
You know who taught me how to hunt?
Sloan.
Weller.
Well, he doesn't know shit about hunting.
He made me use a bow.
That's my favorite weapon to use when hunting. Why would you?
I know, but I had never tried to use one before.
Oh, it's back. Oh, there's two of them. Hey, you have any hatchets?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Like a... Oh, yes. Here, hold those for...
It's my panic weapon.
Alright, I hope I'm gonna grab it back.
I'm not too worried.
I have full intentions of grabbing it back.
You know, during one of the shootouts with the Chenzos, I just tossed it up in the air and hoped to hit somebody.
Yeah, see, this is how you hunt like an apex predator.
Did it work?
No! You literally hit him!
You're really bad at this, huh?
I'm so
No wonder you
bad
got
at
shot.
this. No way. No, I got shot because I gave the person who shot me a chance to not get shot in the back. But next time, to be completely honest with you, I'm shooting in the goddamn back and I don't give a shit. This person has completely made me lose my rationale for caring. God damn it, all I wanted was dinner. Maybe, since you're so slow, some deer will show up. And they just won't be threatened because you're moving so
Okay,
slow.
you can call your horse and then go to where some deer actually are.
Then you'll just get, trampled by some...
I'll just stay on your horse.
Okay, that works. Come on, sweetheart. Yeah, you are? Do I have my... I wish I had my hunting rifle. If I had my hunting rifle, this would be a whole lot easier.
What's your hunting rifle?
Springfield.
You need the big guns to do anything.
Well, it's just the most efficient way to kill the animal.
Careful, there's a bear right around here.
Really?
Usually I don't see it, but
Maybe I scared it off with all my... Oh, there's a lot of deer. And they're running already. That's
Not all of them.
not all of them. Oh, it's the caribou that's running.
Don't go too close, you'll scare them.
Or I could be like a real cowboy about it. Think I could do it?
I don't think I've ever been able to drag one in lassoed ever.
Oh fuck, they're pronghorn. There's no chance. Oh, you know what?
Oh, you might have got one.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well.
Kramer. Oh. That went better than I expected.
Aha! Dinner. Wait, what am I doing? Perfect. Those horses? Is that why they just don't give a shit?
What?
Oh yeah, those are horses over there. Come on. And come on. Yep, alright. And come on. Oh,
You're
okay.
really bad at that.
And yep. You know, I've always been better at healing. Not so good at heading. Oh, that's a legit. Okay. Those are deer. Cowboy or shoot?
I don't know, you don't seem very good at either.
I don't know yet. I felt that last one was pretty decent. Right?
It was
Oh, those
bad.
are pronghorn too. Oh Jesus!
Just run them over with your horse.
Why would I do that? It only took like 18 shots.
I think the thing must have ran into your bullets.
Oh, please don't kick me.
Get him, Ditzy.
Do not get.
Get him.
What am I? Ditzy? You sit here. Hey, you shut up.
Are you
I'm
pushing?
gonna. I'm not. I'm sorry. He was pushing you. I didn't realize. Thought you were behind him. Keep going. You're definitely a girl, Ditzy, aren't you? I think so. Look, I got you a nice little low cushion seat. Motherfucker. God damn it. You know what? Let's see, now we got plenty of food. But yet I still feel the urge to, like, want to kill more. I went to the bottle tree today. That's really what helped decompress.
Shooting at the bottle tree.
Oh, yeah.
How bad did you do?
Oh, great. I had a pump shotgun. It was just bam after bam after bam. You know, you barely need to aim with that damn thing. You just point it in the general direction. You know any good spots for a fire around here?
No, not really.
Although, to be honest with you, I'm gonna need to go to bed here in a couple minutes.
I was gonna say I can't stay up very long, but I need to eat first.
I do need to eat.
Do you know what I just realized?
Hmm.
You're gonna think I'm dumb.
What, that you had?
I have a crate
Food?
inside, and I think I have jerky in it.
Did we burn by the shitter? Nine. Oh, look, a fox. He's actually pretty. This feels like a pretty good spot. Probably not the smartest spot, actually.
You know, can just see everybody.
Yeah, but, you know, we'll be standing here for all of 2 minutes. We can just smush it out. Let's see. Oh, what did I kill that had big game meat? Oh, what was that?
The elk.
The elk. Is elk the same thing as caribou? Are they the same? I've always wondered that.
I don't know. I've really thought about it.
You know, it's something I was thinking about earlier.
What?
Everything costs money nowadays, and if you want to just park your wagon outside the saloon, sometimes people try to make you pay for that. I saw someone doing that earlier. Anyway, how much do you think it would cost for Santa to park his sleigh?
You know what? I think people would let him park for free.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's because it's on the house.
I get it.
Not bad, right?
No, it's not bad.
I think that's a good way to read it. Alright. You want me to smush this out?
You know, the house is empty. It doesn't look like anybody lives here. Yeah,
It is good for not having company. You found a good spot.
it's like really close, but nobody noticing it. You know, what I said on the telegram still stands, but I really had a shitty day.
Well, I hope this makes it better. And, you know, I still do mean it. You don't have to, but I think you should, you know, reevaluate some things in your life. You know that, though. I'm not gonna... It's like preaching to the choir.
They do, but sometimes I feel like even I have stopped doing a lot of things, started leaving when things aren't things I want to do.
You're absolutely right. To be honest with you, I just want to see you stop ending up like this.
Maybe.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna head back to town. You get some sleep and maybe telegram me?
Question mark?
Yeah, well, after that statement, it didn't seem for certain anymore.
Well, right now, you know, I'm mostly going to be sticking to towns, trying not to get grabbed alone. So you might see me for a bit. And then figure out what things are when I heal up.
Well, I guess this will be one time that I'll be focused on the here and now and not about the future.
I don't know that I'll have to watch you going hanging out with my friends.
Did you get a little jealous?
Shut up.
Oh, it's funny.
How's that funny?
Well, if it makes you feel any better, when I was on the canoe with her, I was thinking about when we were on the racing with you, or when I was racing with you. So, as much as fun as it is to look at chipmunks and all. All right,
It makes
well,
me feel a little better.
I hope it does.
But it's probably better that you do hang out with her anyway. Smarter.
Maybe it's all an elaborate cover for Jet Kettleman to not think that come and talk to you anymore. I want it to all look like it's a facade, fake,
Well,
fugazi.
I haven't told them anything different yet. Just kind of
Doesn't
avoid
seem
it.
like they've been. They don't seem occupied by it, to be honest.
No, they
Which
don't
is
seem
good.
to care either way.
Which is how it should be. You should be able to talk to who you want to talk to.
My goal tomorrow is to not get shot.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Well, I have the same goal.
You know, the funny thing is somehow, how am I so much more likely to get shot than you?
Because you make decisions that result in getting shot.
You do that every day.
No.
How many
I
people do you
make
guys shoot
decisions
at a day?
a day. I had gone multiple weeks without even pulling my firearm out of its holster in a situation until 3 days ago. So believe me, it had been over 2 weeks. It had been 4 days since I'd even heard of a moonshine run. The last 3 banks I didn't end up pulling my weapon.
You just shot at us.
Well, the last 3 banks I was there alone.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. So didn't even end up chasing.
Well, that's fair.
But,
Does that even count?
yeah, probably not. But the point being, I don't want to use my gun. When I'm using it in the mind of me using this gun and shooting and doing whatever I'm doing is stopping further violence. And honestly speaking, 9 times out of 10 it is. There is that rare opportunity where it's not. We're not always right, but a lot of the time, I mean, you can't argue. Oftentimes when we're showing up and there's a lot of shit going on, when we get into something, it's stopping other shit from happening.
Did they ever read a report about the shooting in St. Denis yesterday? At the theater?
I did grab everything that was marked either Kittleman or DiCenzo, so let me see.
There was only, I think, one deputy. It was...
Yes.
Did they read anything they overheard being yelled?
Give me a second to read it.
Just might give you guys something to work with. Surprised we're not all wanted for that. It's when I did not fire a single bullet and I made the call to leave.
What? Interesting.
What?
What did you want to give us to work with? I mean,
Did they hear anything that was being yelled? Because I was yelling some things,
No.
and then I
No, they
realized
didn't.
it could have been overheard.
I don't think that if they did, it's not in the report.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Oh. No, we overheard something.
What'd you overhear?
Y'all screaming, "Where did you take them?"
Okay.
And a few other things.
Like what?
Okay, I might be lying. That
Yeah,
might be it.
I know. See, you're fishing again.
That was fishy. Well, you said something to work with. So I thought it would be something that I could actually use for once.
I don't know.
I got a
I
little
feel like
excited.
if you knew the timeline of that was right after you guys saw me in Valentine.
I don't know the timeline on anything, so you're
Yesterday,
talking to the wrong person.
do you remember what I asked you in Valentine? What I was talking to
rem-
Weller about?
And this is before Effie and Ash.
This is when I was looking for Effie and Nash.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Then we followed Weller to Blackwater. Tried to get more information. Couldn't. Went out east to get answers. If
Why?
you knew who
You're
the
not really
people-
telling anything. We
I
we
know, but
all
if
the
you
people.
actually haven't put it together, if you know the people that were there at the theater, it might give you
Some
an idea.
insight to who shot Nash and Effie.
Possibly.
I mean, maybe. I feel like if you're thinking that, you would have a good idea of who shot Nash and Effie.
I don't know for sure.
But you have quite a good idea, it sounds like. Which is fair. I'm not going to pry. Don't tell me.
Just figured, point out some things that you might already know and see if you can make connections.
Well, you know what would be really helpful to me? Is if you told me who you were fighting there. Which one of the DiCenzos. Besides, well, okay. Sorry.
Whatever deputy should know one
Oliver.
of their fucking voices.
Sorry, Oliver.
I don't know fully exactly who was in there. I can point out 3 people.
I think the only ones that I could point out were Cesare, Oliver, and Tony.
I don't know if that's right or not. Couldn't tell you. Cesare and Tony, couldn't recognize.
I'm sorry, I was fishing there. I just
Mhm.
pulled 3 random ass names. So Oliver, great.
He yelled to me, "You're back on the list." And then today.
Oliver did?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
They're gonna get me tomorrow. Be sitting alone on Valentine, and they'll just come up, grab me again.
It's really not fair.
I don't know what it is.
Alright, well then, I'll tell you what. Make sure that if you're going to be alone, come to Valentine. Because I will do everything I can to stay in Valentine, no matter how much it annoys me or how much I want to
have a
leave.
job to do. I'm not gonna bug you with it.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to be, not working right now. I really am. So I wasn't on duty today for more than 6 minutes. Wasn't on duty until everything was absolutely going to shit yesterday. Probably shouldn't work tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get my stitches looked at again for the second time in 3 days.
I know that feeling. Got stitched up this morning, and then when I got shot again, and after they cuffed me, it ripped them open.
Yeah, well, I pretty much screwed mine because I got shot on a few days ago, and then yesterday wasn't allowed to fire a long arm, but then was told while riding into a firefight that I could fire my long arm if my life depended on it, knowing that it would just blast my stitches open. Did it anyway. Had to get him stitched up. Then went on a transport where, yet again, had to fire my fucking long arm. Not even just for a few minutes, for an extended period of time. And then had to get him stitched up again. And then I got to the city and watched someone die. Someone that I cared about.
Deputy.
Yep. You know how long he had been a deputy?
No,
12 days.
that's it. That sucks.
Yep. He had gotten stabbed earlier yesterday. And I was just telling him how proud I was of him and how great he was doing and how well he performed in some of the high stress situations that we had dealt with yesterday. I think the last thing I said to him was, "God damn it, take cover." And then I don't think I saw him again after that. And to be completely honest with you, with all the chaos that happened on the boat, I didn't even notice that he was not on the boat anymore.
It's not your fault.
No, it's not. That makes me feel shitty. All right, what am I doing?
Alright, go to
I gotta
bed.
go to bed. You gotta go to bed.
Don't get attacked by wolves.
I won't. I should be silently sobbing on my way home to, you know, I don't even know where I'm sleeping tonight. Maybe Strawberry.
Night, Kramer. Have a
Oh,
good night.
Ditsy. You too.